This video will show you how to submit an article to a Bristol University Press or Policy Press journal. The first thing to do is to find the Editorial Manager site for your journal. You'll find a link on the journal webpage under Instructions for Authors. Once you've found the site and logged in, you can click Submit New Manuscript. You'll first be asked to select your article type from the drop-down menu. If you're not sure which one to select, you can refer to the journal's Instructions for Authors. If you have an Orchid ID, you can link your submission to your Orchid record by clicking on this button. If you don't have an Orchid ID, just click Proceed. So you'll see at the top of the page there is a progress bar detailing the various stages of the article submission process. As you go through the process, the completed stages will display a green tick, like here. If you see any red warning symbols, it means that some required information is missing, and you can add this in by clicking on the symbols in question. You're now being asked to upload your article cover page, either by dragging and dropping the file into this area here, or by browsing the files on your computer. Once it's been uploaded, it will appear at the bottom of the page. If you accidentally upload the wrong file, you can select the tick box next to the file and click Remove. You'll see a list of all the other files needed for your submission here on the left-hand side of the screen, and you can now add these in the same way as you did your cover page. So first, select the item type that you're uploading from the drop-down menu. In this case, it's the anonymized manuscript. Then add the file in the same way as you did before. Again, the file will appear at the bottom of the page. I'm just going to add a figure as well. And so the items are now appearing at the bottom of the page in the order in which I uploaded them. If you want to change the order, you can just overwrite the numbers here that are next to the items and click Update File Order. Once you're happy with the order they're appearing in, you can click Proceed. You'll now be asked to enter your keywords or key phrases. Just make sure that you separate them with a semicolon. And once you're happy with them, click Next. Right, and now you can select a number of classifications from a list determined by the journal's editors. The little pluses on the side expand the list. Select the classifications that you want by ticking the boxes and then click Add. Scroll down and Submit. And the classifications you selected will show up here now. Click Proceed and you'll be taken into an author questionnaire which will contain different questions depending on which journal you're submitting to. Just go through the questionnaire and answer all the questions. You can see which ones require an answer because of the red writing here on the left-hand side. Once you've finished answering all the questions, click Proceed. If you have any comments for the editorial office, you can add them here. We've now reached the stage where Editorial Manager will hopefully have succeeded in extracting some of the data contained in the cover page that you submitted earlier. As you can see, the title of my article has been pre-populated here. If this doesn't work for you, you can fill it in manually. Either way, just check it quickly before you click Next. The same goes for the abstract. Make sure you scroll to the end to make sure you haven't been cut off if you've been over the word limit. And the same again for the authors and their affiliations. Now in this case you can see some red warning symbols next to some of the author names. This is because some of the information is missing, and you can add the information by clicking on the edit icon for each author. You can see here that what we're missing is the email address and the country for this author. And once you've filled in the missing information, you can just click the Save icon and repeat the same process for the remaining authors. If any of the authors aren't showing, you can add them by clicking Add Another Author down here. You can also change the order of the authors by dragging and dropping the lines like this. Once you're happy with how the authors are appearing, you can click Next. Now this is an opportunity to add information about your research funding. Just click Add a funding source, or if there's no funding associated with your article, click Build PDF for approval. Right, so the system is now building your PDF, and this might take a little while. You'll need to wait until you see a list of actions appear in the left-hand column just here. Once the list of actions appears, you can view your submission before deciding whether to approve or edit the submission. When viewing the submission, just check that all the details on the first page are correct. And then scroll through the PDF to make sure that you can see all the files that you're intending to submit. Now in this case we can see the cover page here, the anonymized manuscript here, and the figure here. If you find any mistakes, you can click on Edit Submission, and this will take you back into the author submission interface where you can make your edits. If you're happy with the PDF, you can click Approve Submission. You'll now have one more chance to provide an Orchid ID or proceed without one. And once you've confirmed that you want to approve the manuscript, it'll be submitted to the editorial office. If you have any questions or difficulty submitting your article, you can contact the journal's editorial office by using the Contact Us link in the main menu.